Welcome to yet another episode of India's EV Revolution, and in today's episode, let's talk about the leading manufacturers with respect to their sales till June 2022. Let's get this video started. For the sake of this video, and since we're doing a countdown or we're talking about the top 10 cars, let's start with the one with the least amount of sales. But when I say least amount of sales, that's only on our list. There are other manufacturers as well which are competing for this. But at number 10, we have the Jaguar I-Pace. Last year on, they only sold about 5 or 10 units. This year, with already 6 months completed for 2022, they are already at the sales number of 15. So they have sold 15 units of Jaguar I-Pace right now. This car costs around 1.12 CR, and it's a very beautifully designed car. When I saw the car for the first time, I fell in love with it, and they are going up in sales, but they are still at number 10 on our list. At number 9, we have the Porsche Tycan. It's personally my favorite only because of the way the car looks. It's superbly low, well designed, and it has more of a retro look. They have managed to sell around 20 units this year. It starts at 1.5 CR going up to 2.3 CR depending on the size of the battery, the trim that you choose for the car. Last year when they launched the car, the numbers were not that promising, but as slowly people are able to see that the infrastructure is improving around these cars, they are able to invest in these cars. So the Porsche Tycan is at number 9. At number 8, we have the Audi E Tron, and there is also the Audi E Tron GT, but since we want to keep this list with only one manufacturer or the best-selling car from that segment, we'll keep it to Audi E Tron. Audi has sold about 40 units this year alone. Last month, they have sold around 10 units. So month on month, they're seeing around a growth of around 200%. The Audi E Tron sells for 1.13 CR, while as the Audi E Tron GT sells for 1.66 CR. The Audi E Tron GT is more like a sports car, and the Audi E Tron is an SUV style car which we have had in the EV series of segment multiple times. It's a beautiful car with an amazing range of around 350 kilometers. So I'm not surprised that it's starting to sell well. It looks also quite neat, and that's number 8 on our list. At number 7, we have the Mercedes EQC. They also have the EQS, which they launched this year, but the EQC was their first EV car that they launched in India, and no wonder it's the best-selling car for them currently. They have sold around 60 units of this car this year. Last month alone, they sold around 20 cars. It is priced at around 99.50 lakhs. It's way cheaper than the cars that I mentioned earlier, but that's not the reason why it's selling more. It's also because the car is extremely comfortable. But the only issue that I've found with the EQC is, as compared to the previous 3 cars that I've mentioned, the EQC has a lower range of around 200 to 250. Realistically, it even drops down sometimes in case, depending on the kind of infotainment or the accessories or everything that you're using on the car. Because everything is driven by electricity on an EV, so the little amount of things that you put on in the car, even the smallest of the LED, is consuming electricity. So I think that's what has been factored. But the EQS that they have launched this year is promised to have a range of around 500 kilometers to a single charge. But for now, the Mercedes EQC is at number 7 on our list. At number 6 on our list, we have the cheapest EV which is available to us on this list, that is, which is the Mahindra Verito electric that sells at around 9.13 lakhs. They have recorded sales of around 70 to 80. Last month alone, they sold around 14 units. Most of these cars or Veritos that are being launched are used in transport or for commercial purpose, so you don't see that much amount of rise in the number of units being sold. However, the car is quite capable. It gives you around 160 kilometers to a single charge. It's cheap. Not a personal choice for people right now, but then since it's doing good in sales, we thought we should put it on the list at number 6 because of the units, and also because Mahindra is going to be launching 3 more units which are going to be available for regular consumers, which is a we're yet to know. It's probably around the XUV 300, which will be the iXUV for them, or I don't know what is the naming going to be, but they will be having 3 new SUVs which will be launching. And maybe when we do this list again after 6 months or the end of the year, we might just mention one of them.
I hate the world and everything in it.
Number 5 on our list is the BMW iX. Now they have so far, only with 1 month of launch, sold, not booked, sold 17 units, which is much higher than the rest of the cars here. And the reason why we put it at number 5 on our list, instead of just being on sale for 1 month, is because they have managed to sell 17 units in spite of the price point of 1 CR plus, which the other manufacturers are struggling to do. So being the first electric SUV being launched from BMW, they have captured the market quite well, and that's the reason why it's on number 5. There is the i4 as well, which was launched. It is currently under booking, not a single unit sold so far. They are being booked. The moment those cars start selling, they are available to the customers. Those cars will be included on a list as well. So let's see what the i4 does to the market. But so far, the BMW iX is number 5 on our list. At number 4, we have the Chinese manufacturer BYD with the E6. It's a nice MVP. It sort of looks like the Toyota Innova, but it's not. It's completely electric. It's priced at around 29.15 lakhs. It is doing well at number 4 is because they have sold around 100 units this year, and that's around 19% growth over the last year. So they're doing well, and I think it's practical, and you'll see a lot of these cars in transport just like that. So welcome to Chinese guys in India with their EV cars. And the BYD E6 is at number 4 on our list. At number 3, we have the Hyundai Kona. Now, Kona has been in the market for maybe around 2 years, but they have struggled with sales initially because of the price point. People were not really able to accept the fact that EVs are that expensive and they need to invest that much amount of money. You see, the rest of the cars that I mentioned, they are all 24, 25 lakhs and above. Hyundai Kona is around 23.45 lakhs. It is a good car. They have seen growth in sales this year, around 200% as compared to last year. So this year they have managed to sell around 150 odd cars, which is great. And that's why the Hyundai Kona is on number 3 on our list. Number 2 on our list is MG with their MG ZS EV. They have sold 253 units this year alone. The MG ZS EV, which they launched last year, has a better improved range. It has overall better functionality as compared to the older variant, and that's the reason why they're selling good units, and also a reason why they have acquired the number 2 spot on the best EV solds in India for us. And the number 1 spot on our list, can you guess? I mean, it's not hard to guess. It's Tata. It's with the Tata Nexon EV. They have sold 1,802 units this year. Last year, it was more than 2,000 units. That's of the Nexon EV itself. We're not even combining the Tigor EV in this case. And when they just thought that the market was getting more competitive, they launched the Nexon EV Max with an extended range and some added features. So they want to keep that captive market in their pocket. And why not? It's a beautiful car. We've had this in our video for more than 3 or 4 times now, and it's a beautiful car to drive. The Nexon, the ICE variant in itself, is such a beautiful car with 5-star safety rating. So it's an amazingly good car to drive, and the Nexon EV Max, which was just launched around 2 weeks back, is going to add to their number of sales. So when you see this kind of a video that we do, probably after 6 months, to summarize the total amount of sales or the best cars sold in India, maybe the numbers might be just unbeatable. But the market is getting challenging, so let's see what's to come. But so far on our list, the number 1 spot is for the Tata Nexon EV. These have been the top 10 manufacturers who have been electrifying the electric car sales in India for the year 22. That's only till June. Maybe in the next 6 months, we'll see some of these positions changing or even a new manufacturer coming in. Next episode, let's talk about the leading manufacturers globally and what are these vehicles that they're selling which are competing globally. This is Aurelius from Mashable India signing off. Have a great day ahead.